Hi and welcome to NicheCraft. My name is Cassie and I'm your host. So today I'm going to talk about the Glocusent Light Up Your Life rechargeable LED neck reading light. And the reason that I'm even going to do an unboxing and a review is that I heard a really cool tip. And that is, if you are like me and you just dread working with dark yarn, just because it's more difficult to see the stitch definition and all of that, then apparently by using these reading lights, this can help you see the yarn better. Okay, so I haven't actually tried this myself, and also the idea that there is a neck lamp for reading, and I didn't know about it until recently because of crochet and knitting, is kind of weird because I read so much. The fact that I didn't know about this is kind of a big deal. But I also read on my Kindle, so, you know, the problem solved there. So, I mean, I'm at least that. But this is a really great idea just for anybody, you know, so this can go for readers as well, okay? But anyway, so yeah, I have this Vitellana Oasis in the color Phoenix, and I love this yarn. I love the color. I loved it a lot that I actually have already ordered some more yarn to work with this because I can't wait to make a project out of it. And so I already have my eye hook, and some of you might be wondering, is it a Bates hook or a boy hook? And it's a boy. I thought that would be a funnier joke than it probably sounded. Anyway, so I have this here, and I'm gonna cake it up once I take this out, and then I'm gonna try to crochet with it, okay? And you'll get to see whether or not it really does work or not, okay? And hopefully the lighting will help. Right now I have all of the lighting on, including a photography lamp and everything to help light up the space. Obviously I'm going to have to close the curtains and turn off the lights and all of that, and introduce more and more light as we go to see what the best lighting is for this as well. So that'll be fun. But you came for the unboxing, probably, in the review, so let's go ahead and open this thing up and see how it works. All right, so there is this code that you can scan with your phone for product information. So I just wanted to mention that before I open this up. So I have not opened this since that came from Amazon, and I do want to say that this was the #1 recommended on Amazon. So, books are a summary of human knowledge, nutrition, books in the world. I don't think that makes as much sense as they think. Books are a summary of human knowledge, nutrition, books in the world. Shakespeare. Maybe that was a really, really poorly done translation, but this is supposed to be a bookmark, and I'm totally keeping it. This will keep me very, very happy. And Shakespeare said it, so. All right, so this comes in a little plastic wrap, and it includes a USB charger, a bookmark with an inspirational quote on it, and this little booklet, okay, in multiple languages. Right, so this charges by USB port, so that's cool. And I already noticed this when I just maneuvered it a little bit. Okay, these not crafting scissors, okay? I'm gonna cut this open because I really don't like the sound of that rustling plastic noise. It's just one of my, I can't stand it. It's one of my triggers. I think is having autism. So anyway, so this goes around your neck, and I was about to talk about how much I love this feature. This is really bendable. It feels actually very satisfying to like just bend it back and forth. So I really love that flexibility. It has the 2 lights here on the bottom, and let's see here. This probably, oh, it turned on. This probably increases the intensity, yeah. And let's see what this does. Oh, okay, so it's 1 for each, obviously. Okay. So here in this beautiful light that we have, we can look at this now, and then I'm just holding it. I don't have it around my neck. And then we can look at that, and you can see that that really does help improve the way that looks. But the real challenge and what's really going to make this product, you know, sell it for me, and I mean, obviously I've already gotten it, but I mean, what's going to sell this for you guys is going to be whether or not it actually works to highlight my crocheting while I'm crocheting. So I just wanted to say that it also has this, this is actually really nice. It's hard, yes, but it has this little area right here. I don't know if that's going to be comfortable or not. And it also has this little symbol for battery charging. I can't remember if that's the right side up or not, but there's that symbol for the battery charging. So I'm assuming that this little charger, that's where you charge it, and then it probably lights up or something like that to indicate the battery level. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a little bit of a charge just to make sure that it'll work, because I don't want to embarrass the company by not actually using it the way that it suggests. And I'm going to come back with all of this beautiful light gone, and we're going to see how it works in different levels of light. Okay? Alrighty, I'll see you in just a minute. Hey guys, just so you know, I have this battery charging station here, and I did want to show you how when I plugged it in, it did have a light that came on that lets me know that it's charging. So I'm gonna see, it's not on the back side, it's on the front side. So just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that. Okay, now I'm gonna be right back with lower light for real. Hi, welcome back, and I promise it's not nighttime. I have just turned down all the lights that I usually use, and I have closed the blinds on this beautiful sunny day. So what I need to do now is show you how this works in different levels of light. Also, I wanted to clarify something here. So this quote on this bookmark, which I love, okay guys, I just didn't expect it, obviously. I was unboxing that for the first time, and it took me by surprise. The quote, "Books are a summary of human knowledge, nutrition, books in the world." I just wanted to tell you the actual quote by Shakespeare is, "Books are a summary of human knowledge. Books are the world's nutrition." And seriously, I am going to be using that bookmark. That is awesome. I love it. So you're not going to be able to see this because I'm not showing all of me on this video right now, but I am going to put it on soon. Just clearing off my space. Now I do want to show you that while I was off camera, I did cake this up, okay? And just as a quick, I just want to quickly show you something. When you're working with hanks, and I'm only telling you this because I didn't know it, you know, for a while. Oopsies. So when you're working with hanks, when you unwind them, they look like this, right? And you'll have this little string here. One of these strings, you're going to take your scissors and clip, okay? And it'll just kind of fall away. The other string, though, is going to include the first string of where you start caking it up. Just want to let you know that. And if you don't have a Swift, there are different ways to hold this and prepare it for caking. Now, if you want me to do a tutorial on that on the channel, if you don't have somebody there to help you, like I did, my partner just helped me, go ahead and let me know. I'd be very happy to show you how to cake it up, even if you don't have one of those yarn cakers or whatever they're called. I'm losing my words today. I'm so excited. I'm excited to try this. Okay, so I'm putting this on. All right. Oopsies. Okay, now I can tell you first off, I need to tighten this by putting it closer around my neck. Okay, So it feels like it's going to come off. If I leave it here, let me show you. If I leave it like this, basically, it does not feel right. But if I kind of have to adjust it like that when it's around my neck, just so you know. Just wanted you to see that, since you can't see it in the video. So I'm putting it around my neck, and I am going to try to shine the lights on where I think my workspace is going to be. Okay. Gonna just adjust these a little bit. This bendy stuff really holds its shape. Let me show you. Okay, because see how I've bent that up? It probably would help if I didn't show that to you with the lights on, but so I bent that up so it would be reflecting on this. And now you can see all the little fezzies on my table. I'm gonna have to change the tablecloth, and I will iron it this time instead of leave that big thing there. Anyway, so I'm going to pull this from the center here. And I'm going to begin with a chain, okay, and I'm using an eye hook. And again, I know my joke probably wasn't the funniest, but it's a boy. And I'm using this, and I'm just gonna make a few chains. I can tell you already that I'm really surprised with how much I can see. And as I said before, the light's lower, so I can actually see this very, very well. It's casting a pretty big shadow too, so you can tell that light is very, very focused. So yeah, I'm really, really appreciating this. This would be about the level of light I might use in the room at night when I'm crocheting at night. So it just kind of as a reminder, I have autism, so I that comes with sensory processing differences, and so I have a very low tolerance to high, like to really bright light. That's one of my it's one of the things that can really, really just it can make my day really bad if I'm exposed to too much sensory information, and bright light is one of them. But obviously we need bright light to keep our eyes healthy and to see and everything, so I have to make sure that I use light very well, for me. So that's a challenge that I have that might also kind of alter the way that I view this particular project, or this particular product. But anyway, so I've got my starting chain. I'm not gonna, make a big deal out of this. So now I'm gonna just kind of double crochet here. I can say in this, what I would say is ideal light for me. I'm actually very surprised with how well I can see the definition of this. I can very clearly see where I've gone in, I can very clearly see where to go. I am crocheting a little bit loosely. I'm gonna go ahead and acknowledge that. When I get to the second row, I will crochet a little bit tighter. I just want to kind of, it's hard for me to talk and crochet at the same time. I just want to kind of try this out here a little bit. And I didn't gauge my stitches very well, because I was talking while I was doing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and work a little bit on this, and you guys can see this is, I actually can see this pretty well. I'm very surprised. I can also see with this light that this is a navy blue and not a black. Now I knew that already, but I can see even the color better with this light on. Okay, let me go ahead and see how well it would work if it's, oh my goodness, that is a huge difference. I mean, I can see where I'm supposed to crochet into, but this is hurting my eyes already. Like, I'm already feeling like, why did I even pick this yarn? I can't believe it. This is way too dark. All those kind of negative things we say when we get frustrated. So yeah, I'm going to turn this light back on. So I'm going to use it on the lowest setting and see how that works. Okay, so I'm still getting really good performance here with this light. Not optimal though, but I can see better than I could before. I mean, I can definitely follow the yarn just fine. This is at about this point now. My eyes are hurting though, so I do want to kind of mention that. I'm going to try this on the medium setting now. Okay, so this feels a lot more natural. Yeah, I mean, this is comparable to where it was when it was on the highest setting when I was doing this before, just so you know. Also, this light is not bothering my neck in any way. One thing that I'd be concerned about long term is that if one has issues with their posture, they might notice that they lean into their work because this light is coming from the neck area. It might cause me to lean into my work. I'm exaggerating it by going like this, you know, and I could see that that would be not so ideal. So I would want to make sure that I crochet with this in better light, basically. So now I'm going to put it on the highest level. Okay, now this is definitely the best for me in this kind of light right now. And yeah, I can see this just fine in this low light. Now I'm aware enough to know that I'm going to need more light than this to crochet with darker yarn, just because I want to make sure that I'm being healthy for my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my partner, who's in the background right now helping me. His name is Greg, so we definitely appreciate Greg right now. I'm going to ask him to turn on the overhead light in the room. Right now I am crocheting with a lamp. Okay, so this is a lot better, but I bet that if he went ahead and opened the window by pulling up the blinds, could you please do that for me? That it's going to get even better. Okay, so yeah, that definitely improved things for me. You know, maybe you didn't see much of a difference because this is on camera, but that improved things very, very well for me. Now, obviously, when I'm crocheting at night, I won't have the benefit of sunlight. So how about, Greg, could you turn on that photography light that kind of disperses light all around? Okay, this is perfect. This is very, very good. And now can you please turn that off? And can you turn on the light that's pointed towards me? Okay, so yeah, I have one of those lamps that also has a reading attachment, a reading lamp attached that I can kind of move around, and I have it angled at the table. And this is just the same as that other light, and I would normally use about this much light to make certain that my eyes are fine. If I was crocheting this at night, I would want to have that reading lamp on too. So I would want my lamp on and the reading lamp. Let's see. Hey, Greg, could you demonstrate what it looks like if we turn off the overhead lamp? Because normally I wouldn't have that on. Oh, wow. So that doesn't really make that big of a difference for me. In fact, that might even improve it. But then again, remember, the way that I process information when it comes to the senses is going to be a little bit different if you do not have sensory processing disorder or if you do not have autism. So please keep that in mind. I'm just making sure that my friends here who have autism know how well this works. Now, Greg, could you please turn that back on? I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so now we are working with all of the light that I had on from at the very beginning of this video. I feel very, very comfortable with this. Yeah, I feel very, very comfortable with this. Now, since the light is absolutely optimal here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down to, this is the first setting. So I can actually see a lot better with this. So crocheting without this versus the first setting is a lot better. I'm still having a little bit of issues finding that stitch to go into when I'm going down to here, but I can see it better than with it off. I'm going to go to the mid level. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I can see the stitch just fine. This might be the setting that I would use the most with this level of light. And like I said, at nighttime, I wouldn't be able to open the window and all of that. So I'd probably go up to the higher setting. And then just showing you, I just want to see the difference myself with this optimal light again. In comparison, yeah, this highest level is really, really helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside here. Bring back the box. This iconic bookmark. Sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or anything. It's just so funny to me. So this product I would recommend, absolutely. I would say that the number one product on Amazon right now, the Glocusent Light Up Your Life rechargeable LED neck reading light, is totally worth it if you have trouble seeing your stitches when you're working with dark yarn. Now, I can say that this is, I would give this a 4 out of 5 in that I'd be worried about leaning forward, and I would still like an even higher setting for me personally, okay? And here's why. It's because I still prefer my lights to be lower than the way they were before. And so I would want a more powerful one so that I won't compromise my eyes and I won't have to turn on as many lights in the room. And that's just because of my own preference to having a lower lighting situation. So if you have a sensory processing disorder or if you have autism, I would suggest getting this because it will definitely help. But if you're very, very sensitive to that, I would just look for something that has a higher power to it, okay? If I'm remembering correctly, this doesn't just come in black. And when I purchased this, I was so excited to purchase it that I didn't stop and look. And this is very uncharacteristic of me, okay? I'm usually very mindful when I shop. But I believe that it's this model that also has a pink one. And so I'm totally going to get that pink one. All right. I'm also going to comparison shop and see if I can find one in a pink color or one of the colors that I love. I'm like, yellow is my favorite color, light yellow color, but it can be a little, it can be like inappropriate for certain items, and many things don't come in that very calming yellow in between white and bright yellow. So I like pink and lavender, for my items. So I will probably try to find something that in pink that might be a little bit higher powered to, for later. Or I might just buy this in pink after I try it out a little bit more. While this neck area right here was definitely, it was definitely comfortable. I would like a more comfortable neck, and I can create that myself by adding like a piece of fabric around it or something like that. So that's, while that is a design, aspect that maybe could be improved on, I can improve on it myself. That's not an issue for me. Other people might want something that has a little bit more comfort, and I would just look for something that advertises that it has something on here that makes it more comfortable. There are a lot of readers in the world, so I'm sure you can find one that works for you. Another tip is that find out how long these are, and you might want a longer one that's closer to your work, depending on how tall you are and depending on how you want to aim the light. But I just want to show you here just how easy it is to bend this. It is so easy. This is not showing any resistance, and it keeps its shape. When you bend it, it really keeps its shape. It's not going to go weird on you. And I probably had it something like this, kind of really trying to focus it in on my work. So I had it like that when I was using it. So keep that in mind. I would definitely recommend it. I would say for most people, this would probably meet all of their needs. And just, the design points that I was talking about before, just keep them in mind as you're looking for something for yourself, if this is something that you're interested in purchasing. And just know that, it definitely has got me really excited because I can use dark yarn now, and this changes everything. It completely changes everything that I can use dark yarn now. So I'm really, really happy with this. Seriously. Yeah. So yeah, very happy. I can't wait to continue using this. I am not going to start another work in progress right now by using this yarn, but eventually I have plans for this yarn, so I'm really excited about that. I didn't need to use this, so I can't really review this very, and tell you how helpful or unhelpful this is, but it looks very simple to read. The diagram's very easy to read, and well, as long as it's in your language. But yeah, it's easy to read. It's it's pretty. Oh, sorry. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. So that said, hopefully this helps you make a more informed decision. I will see you later. Bye bye.